Welcome to the Take 148 podcast, produced by 148 Films. Join us as we explore video production, creative storytelling, and the real stories behind the lens.
About to get real good.
Well, McKinley Tyson, welcome to the 148 podcast studio. This is your first podcast?
Yeah.
I feel like at this point in your life, you should be like podcasting on your own.
No, not yet.
Okay, well, work on launching that podcast.
Okay.
All right, so McKinley, you are the wedding film director for 148 Films. I kind of know what that means, but I probably don't know all the things you do. So give us all an idea of like what it means to be wedding films director.
There's a lot behind the scenes. I'd say got the social media for 148 Weddings, Instagram, a little bit of TikTok we try.
Okay.
I'd say we've got the emails, the inquiries, the wedding calls, the Zooms if they want to do a Zoom. And I talk a lot with Skip, and then, you know Skip, the owner.
Skip. Oh, yeah.
The
Skip.
owner,
Yeah.
if you don't know. And then I would say going to the weddings and filming.
All right, so not to get too deep, but as I understand it, your background is actually in photography.
Yes.
Right? So,
Yeah.
so Skip managed to find you an established photographer, and he like just totally flipped the career on you. Essentially flipped you from photo to video. So what was the conversation like when Skip first approached you about weddings and video instead of weddings and photos?
He really just asked if I would be interested in it and let me think on it for a little bit and kind of played it out. He was like, let me introduce you to it very kindly and very softly and what you think about it. And then just slowly let me kind of take the lead and get into the role. And I feel like just honestly now this month, I've like fully stepped into the role. It's been since August of 2024. And now I'm like fully taking on the role of wedding film director. And it's been really fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I want to get a little deeper.
Okay.
But before we go deep, I always start by some what we call pre-production research.
Okay.
So this is some rapid fire questions all about you.
Okay.
So first question, last full book you read or audiobook, because I know we live in that world now.
A neuroscience textbook.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Not reading for fun, just textbooks.
All right. Studying is important.
Yeah.
So you're going to school to do what now?
Occupational therapy.
All right. So when do you sleep or eat or anything else?
Very rarely, but I get it done.
Okay. All right. Favorite road trip gas station snack on a long road trip? You've been on the road for a while. You stop. You're hungry. You're thirsty. What are you grabbing?
Hershey's chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh, that's specific.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're so good.
And what drink are you going to pair that with?
Dr. Pepper.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Not Mr. Pibb.
Oh, if they have it, but out of the fountain.
Okay. That's specific. Hey,
Yeah,
you know how you like your drinks.
exactly.
Okay. All right. If you could have lunch with anyone, past or present, dead or alive, who would it be, and what would the conversation be about?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know. I have
Just too
no
many
idea.
options.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
How about this? Who in your contacts list in your phone, if they called you today and said, let's do lunch, you would jump on it?
My dad,
Okay.
because I don't live at home.
Okay. So you love the chance to get together with
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah. You love your dad?
Yeah.
I
He's
can
the
tell.
best. He's the best.
I can tell. Shout out to dad.
Yeah. Shout out, Dad.
What is something that people might be surprised to learn about you?
I played golf for the junior PGA.
Really?
Yeah, for like 4 years.
So the funny thing is, like, we're having this conversation.
And the Masters are going on.
That's right.
Woo-woo.
You should be out there.
No. No, not right
No.
now. Not yet.
Okay, but you can watch the Masters and be like, oh, yeah, totally makes sense he pulled that club out of his bag. Or
Yeah.
totally makes sense XYZ. I don't play golf. Don't know if you could tell, but
I can't tell.
okay.
You could be a golfer.
So the LPGA junior,
The junior PGA.
junior PGA.
So I was like 11.
So what does that mean? What does that look like?
Just play a little bit closer to the hole.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
we only played 9 holes.
Well, that's a long day
It
with
was.
18.
It was, and it was long when you were 12
Oh, I'm sure.
and carrying that bag on your back.
I was going to say,
No caddy.
You walked it.
Yeah, no caddy.
Okay. Not even dad. Dad couldn't be the caddy?
No golf cart either.
Really?
No.
So who was your competition? Like, who were you playing?
Boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, didn't get to play against girls. Played against boys my age or older.
Wow. So at what point did you decide to shift away from that? Like, what was that? What was that transition like?
I was 13,
Mm-hmm.
and it was too hot. It was way too hot for me because our tee times were at like 2:30 on a summer day, and I wanted to be in the lake. So I told my dad I got to stop.
Fair enough.
So I did.
Would you say with confidence that you could get out there today and play a decent game? Or
Oh,
do you
yeah.
still play casually?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
I love it. It's fun.
Okay. Well, that occupational therapist background may come in handy.
Yeah, exactly. I can fix some problems.
Self-diagnose.
Exactly.
Wow. That's awesome. Okay. Very cool. All right. So let's get into the meat of the conversation. So give me kind of your background, where you grew up, what the family life was like. I know it wasn't that many years ago,
Yeah.
but yeah, give me some background.
So I'm from Chattanooga, right down the road. Lived here my whole life besides when I went to college. So I lived here until I was about 17, graduated high school, went to Grace Academy. Don't know if I can say that, but I did.
Sure.
Okay, Grace Baptist Academy. Went there
Go Golden
from
Eagles.
exactly. Went there from kindergarten to senior year, and then I moved to Athens, Tennessee. Went to Tennessee Wesleyan for undergrad. I got my degree in health and human performance, pre-occupational therapy, and minored in public health. That was really fun. I originally went there to play soccer because I was a big soccer girl.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really fun. So I had signed originally to play soccer, decided not to, and then I graduated in 3 years because I wasn't a big fan of Athens. It's real small. So after that, I graduated and then decided to get my master's in occupational therapy and moved to Knoxville, which is where I am now.
A little bigger town than Athens.
It's great. I love it. I love it so much. So I am currently living in Knoxville getting my master's. I have a perfect dog. She's a poodle. Her name's Maylee. She's the light of my life. And we are moving back to Chattanooga in December. And I'm going to start field work for occupational therapy, which is super exciting, back in Chattanooga.
Wow. Okay. Well, you just gave me the life story in like 60 seconds. Tell me about the family. So you have a sister, right?
Yes.
And are y'all pretty close?
Yeah, we're super close.
Okay.
She's great.
Now, I think I remember you guys were here in the studio not long ago doing like a photo shoot for a little side hustle you got going, a little family business.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So we have a jewelry business called McKinley Grace & Co. We're big entrepreneurs here. It's super fun. My dad's been a jeweler his whole life, basically.
Okay.
And so we kind of have a sister business off of McKinley Tyson & Co., and it's called McKinley Grace & Co. And so we do lab-grown and moissanite engagement rings, jewelry, fashion, and things like that. And so, yeah, we got to come in here, which is super fun. And I did the photography for that, which was fun because that's my thing.
Yeah.
And got to be the boss, which was great. Love bossing her around.
And dad, I saw you bossing dad.
Yes,
around a little bit.
I'm so great at that. And so we got to do that. And it's just super fun to work with my family and all be friends and get all that stuff done. So we did that. It was fun just to be creative and show them this space because I get to hang with you guys. So
for sure.
That was cool.
So I was lucky enough to have my daughter in studio that afternoon, and she ended up at the table with your mom, just looking through everything that you guys had.
Yeah.
And so she was in her happy place.
She's ready to be married now?
Nah, let's pump the brakes a little bit.
Okay.
We got time.
Yeah.
Although she picked out what she likes and what she doesn't off the table. So we've got an idea. We know where to go when the time comes.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So soccer.
Yeah.
So was it soccer first or golf? Which came first?
Soccer since I was like 3.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Golf generally wouldn't start.
And I'm left-handed.
No way.
Yeah, are you?
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, lefties.
Now, do you play golf left-handed?
Yes.
Okay. See, I played right-handed.
Really?
I swing a bat right-handed.
That's so odd.
It's different.
See, golf is a lefty's world because
Okay.
golf courses are like built for right-handed people. Like the bunkers.
The bias is there for
Yeah.
righties, huh? I never
And
thought about
my
that.
dad was like, "You got to play golf. You could so go to college for golf." So he got me
Okay.
in there playing golf, but it was not for me.
So you grew up like you were left-handed
Mm-hmm.
from the first moments of picking things up
Yeah.
and throwing, and interesting. And
But
so,
I played soccer right-footed.
well, there you go. That's interesting.
I know, it's really weird.
So you consider yourself right foot dominant then, I
Yeah.
guess, but you're left hand dominant.
Yeah.
That's even more interesting.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So our bodies are complex.
They are.
That's wild.
I know.
Okay. All right. So soccer was first, and then so did soccer take a back seat during the years of golf?
No.
You were just as into both.
Yeah, I was into both. I even played. My parents made me play tennis. They didn't make me play. That sounds horrible. My sister played tennis, and so
Okay.
I wanted to play tennis, but she was so much better than me.
Oh.
But I toughed it out.
Younger or older sister?
Older. I have one. Yeah, so Gracie, she's older than me,
Okay.
and she's like 2.5 years older than me.
Gotcha.
And she was so good, and she was so fast. And so I was always the one having to pick up all the tennis balls at the end. So I eventually quit that because I was like, this is just not for me. And then I ran track because my sister ran track too.
Okay.
I was pretty good at track, but I'd rather run after a soccer ball
Sure.
than
There's
just
a
in a
short-term-
circle.
There's a short-term goal there. in the
Exactly.
soccer ball.
Exactly. So
Okay.
I stuck with that. I also played basketball for 1 year. That was the worst. Not for me. Don't pick that up. I picked that up in 10th grade.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's never too late to try things, but
Yeah.
maybe
I
a
was,
sport in high school definitely has you behind, right?
Yeah, I got 2 of my friends to do it with me. We were all horrible.
Well.
Accidentally made varsity.
Accident. Doesn't sound like an accident.
It was an accident.
Sounds like maybe there's just a natural talent there.
No. I had to play extra long when the season kept going.
Oh.
It was bad.
Oh.
Yeah, but soccer continued for the longest. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah, but now we do nothing
Well,
besides school.
Your priorities shift, right?
Yeah.
As you get older.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so talk to me about photography and really like the greater creative side of things. So we've talked to the other guys on the team, and we've kind of taken a deep dive into their creative journey just to see like where they remember first in their life, like kind of creativity being something they were attracted to. So like, do you remember like what are your earliest memories of being creative, and like what did that look like for you?
I know when I was younger, just overall creativity, I loved drawing. In general, I loved drawing. And my mom, when I was young, she made sure that we knew how to write in cursive,
Okay.
which is very random, but we knew how to write in cursive. And we had scrapbooks. So we are always looking at pictures. And I loved taking pictures. I remember I had the Nintendo like DS.
Okay.
And I always took pictures on that little thing, like the worst quality pictures, but I always had pictures. And then I asked for a camera, for like a Polaroid camera, not a nice camera. I asked for a Polaroid camera one Christmas, and my parents got me a nice camera because they were out. And that's what really got me started.
Okay, so you got a little jump start.
Yeah.
Unintended.
Yeah, and I was
jumpstart.
kind of unhappy about it because I was like, oh.
You wanted the little
I wanted
slow
like
print and
the
thing you have
really
to-
I wanted the bad
floppy.
quality kind of ugly, like that's what I was going for. And so that's what really got me started because I wanted a Polaroid, like the vintage look type
Sure.
of camera. But my parents got me this camera, and that's what really started my photography. And then it was snowing this Christmas, so I went outside. This is like the next Christmas.
Okay.
And it was my neighbors were playing outside with their daughter, and so I asked to take a picture of them. And I took a picture of them, and I was like, okay, this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And it just kind of sat there. And eventually in college, I started taking pictures of my friends, and it kind of got me into the idea of senior photos.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of my realm now. So a little backstory, backtracking on that. My senior year, 2021, I guess 2020 is when we had the tornado here.
Mm-hmm.
2020?
Yep, Easter of 20.
Yes. So that's when my house was not destroyed, but we had to move out from some damage and stuff like that. And I lived in a tornado. No, I lived in a tornado. I lived in a hotel at the time. And so then Grace was destroyed as well. And so my grandmother at the time was battling cancer. So there was a lot going on, and I did not have senior photos taken. And looking back, I'm like, wow, I really wish I would have. So then once I had my camera, I was like, I'm going to make this a big thing. I want every senior to have photos done. I want it to be a super big part of their senior year. And so that's my main mission now as a photographer, is to make senior photos something super special, memorable, and things like that. And that's like my biggest passion with MGT photography is senior photos.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you're really focused on the portrait session, the time with these seniors.
Yeah.
You've got a great story because, like you said, you missed the opportunity to have yours done.
Yeah.
I remember that time, and there was just a whole lot going on with the tornadoes, and it was COVID, so like, you know, you weren't even in school, you were
on Zoom
doing everything remote.
Yeah.
And so like that was a wild time, and I imagine there were plenty of families that like the idea of senior pictures like came and went pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's the last thing on your
about.
mind. Exactly.
Yeah. It's like graduation comes and you're like, oh, I don't even have any, formal photos to remember my senior year. So that's wild. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. So you would say you're really comfortable like engaging with what we call in our world talent, or the subject, the senior, or the family.
I love it. And I love talking. I love talking with all the girls and the guys if their moms make them take photos. Because rarely.
There are moms out there.
Yes.
Yep.
But just like figuring out what their passions are and what they want to do in life, because it's just such an exciting time. So I just adore them, and it's so fun.
Yeah. All right. So we were talking early on, some like off mic, maybe some on mic, but like the conversation with Skip when y'all first talked about what it looked like to go into videography. Tell me more about that conversation and like because you're living in this photo world.
Yeah, I was super interested and really random, but I felt like the Lord had planted little seeds. I just didn't know why yet until Skip kind of introduced this idea, because my sister had gotten engaged the November before, and I took the photos for it. But I had also made a super like short, just small video for her. Nothing fancy, but it wasn't just like a little Instagram reel type video. It was tried to be more meaningful. And so I thought that was really sweet. And then the summer before he asked me as well, I had lived in the Middle East, and I made a video every single day of what I did in the Middle East. And I realized, like, looking back, that's so meaningful to me, and how like impactful videos are, and the idea of getting to watch them back. And that's something that Skip and I talk about with every single bride. Like, you're gonna go back and watch these videos like years from now. And it's been 2 years now since I've lived there, and I go back and watch those videos all the time. And so, yeah, it's really cool. These dots all connected, and now I do it on the Wedding World side.
Yeah. All right, so let's pump the brakes. You just casually threw out that you lived in the Middle East for a little while. Tell me about that. Like, what? Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I volunteer with Young Life, which is really cool. And so I went and volunteered and lived in Palestine and Israel, actually, for all of the summer, and did like all of the Holy Land tours, but I put on camps for children with special needs.
Okay.
Which was really fun.
That had to have been powerful.
Yeah, it was really cool.
How many times prior to that had you been out of the country?
I'd been out of the country probably 7 or 8 times, but to like Mexico and the
different
Bahamas.
Parts of the world.
Not like 12-hour flight, 9-hour time difference type of thing.
And so is that the first time you feel like video was like an intentional part of your life? That's pretty wild. You're talking about seeds being planted and all leading up to what you're doing now.
Yeah, and I had no idea.
Yeah. So what did a video look like that you were producing there?
It was obviously just on my phone, because I did bring my camera, but I didn't record on there because I didn't have the capacity of like all the SD cards or anything like that, because I was there for so long.
Sure.
But I would take videos of the holy sites that we could record. And then of course, anytime we went to like the Sea of Galilee, anything like that, camps when we would do games and worship, things like that. The meals were crazy there. Like, the food was bizarre. So I always recorded that. It was wild. And just anything like that, any sightseeing, I would always record any just new people that we met, if they were willing to, conversations that we had. I learned like some Arabic. And so, I don't know, it was really cool. We learned a lot of people. I had a driver that drove us around that we became really close with, certain families and kids that we took care of. And so as we like grew closer with them, they're in more and more videos. So it was really cool.
So looking back on that experience, when you look at the photos you took on that trip versus the videos that you took, what stands out as like the differences in those two formats? Because I know for me, like the further away I get from a moment in time, I go back and look at those memories, and video gives you sound and motion, and like you can take in so much more. But I think a photo often triggers memories maybe in a more vivid way, because it's like maybe just one little snapshot, representative sample of that moment or that experience. Or nowadays we can take so many photos,
Right.
20 years ago it wasn't really the same thing. But so like, do you look back on an experience and the photos and the videos, and do different memories come to mind, or is one more powerful for you? Or do you approach a situation and choose photo over video, or vice versa?
I think the videos are more powerful. I love just the sounds. Like, I don't even understand half the words that they're saying, but just like the voices of them is really sweet. I love the pictures of the land in general. It's so beautiful, and all the structures for sure. And with the people, I think it's really sweet just to see their smiles. But the sounds in the videos, it's like indescribable. I love it.
That makes sense, because it's another sense. You got the visual and the sound. That's if only you could smell.
I know
The videos, right? Or the photos of the food.
Yeah, the aroma would be crazy.
I love it. I love it. All right, so fast forwarding to now, what would you say, is most exciting in your day-to-day in the 148 world? Like what gets you out of bed every day to do wedding film director work?
I really like the calls with potential brides and getting to plan with them and hear what they're most excited about. It's really exciting because when we get to call with them, they're super excited, possibly just engaged, or it's getting closer to their wedding date. And so they're telling us the super exciting secret things that they have planned on their wedding day that they want us to capture, or this grandmother is really important to me, and I would really love for you to capture this moment, or this person's getting me in my dress, and that's really special to me. And so I just like hearing their enthusiasm and getting to be excited for them and hearing what's special to them. And it just makes it all the more sweeter for us. And so I just love getting to talk and be kind of in community with them.
Sounds like you're taking your experience and your passion on the senior portrait side.
I know.
It's like that relationship.
Yes.
And it just translates naturally over to the wedding world. So would you say that you see a lot of grooms involved in these conversations nowadays? Or like how often do you see a groom get involved with his soon-to-be bride?
No.
Okay.
Not as often, but
they know their place.
The brides often say, like, I wish that he could be here. I don't think they wish that they could be there. But
I can relate. I remember
sometimes.
Once upon a time when my wife was planning our wedding, and for the most part, I happily took a back seat.
Yeah, you didn't want to be involved?
No, and when we got married, like, wedding video wasn't really a thing. We happened to have a good friend of ours that was a videographer, and he captured our wedding.
Was it Skip?
No, I actually didn't know Skip when I got married.
Back then in the Stone Age.
Back in the day, 2009.
I was barely alive.
Yeah, 2008. Sorry, honey. Mini DV tapes. You ever seen mini DV, like actual tape, digital tape? Well, I just aged myself there a little bit.
Yeah, I was 5.
No, okay. There you go. Fair enough. You wouldn't know.
No.
Now, look through the history books.
Yeah.
Before there were SD cards. Actually, I don't. Yeah, anyway. It was a hot minute ago. But we do have a wedding video, and we do watch it every so often. And he did a great job capturing all the highlights and got the family before and after, and casual little messages to to the bride and groom, and so
I love that.
we've got great memories.
I love that.
And some awesome photos. But
All you need.
That's right.
All you need.
That's right. So what does it look like for you day of a wedding? Like, you've had months of conversation, lots of preparation. You've got a shot list. You know the gear you need to bring along. Like, what does game day look like for you in the wedding film world?
I'm up early, coming from Knoxville, unless it's in Knoxville.
There you go.
Sometimes I come here to get the gear, or the other person brings the gear to me. Head to the venue, super excited. Got lots of energy in the morning.
Sure.
Lots of energy in the morning.
Lots of iced coffee.
Yes.
Mixed with chocolate milk.
Yeah, I usually treat myself to Chick-fil-A.
There you go.
That's usually my like pump up meal.
Breakfast of champions.
Exactly.
What's the go-to?
Chicken minis.
Just always chicken minis.
Chicken minis with a large Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Polynesian sauce.
Really? Polynesian sauce in the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Or the hash browns.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty unique. Okay.
Unique.
I just
It's like ketchup.
That's true. It is it's a very high society ketchup, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 1-for-8 thing.
I don't even think of sauce at breakfast time.
What?
It's like it's too early for sauce.
You can't have it dry.
All right, I'll think of you the next time I go to Chick-fil-A. Polynesian on the hash browns.
Yes.
Or hash rounds, whatever they call
So
them.
good. It's so good. So I get that on the way to the venue, get everything out, set it all up, and then go introduce myself to the bride and all of her girls. And then I really just hang out with them the whole day. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like work to me.
Yeah.
It just feels like hanging out and making friends all day.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I know like a great bride and groom understand that relationship, and they like welcome you in, to the day, because they understand like you're going to capture some things that will blow their mind, maybe things they missed, they weren't directly a part of. So that's got to be fun. Yeah. So fast forward to the end of the day, you've captured a ton of great content. You've engaged with all the guests and the wedding party, and you're on the way home. Like, what's the mental game now? What's the post-production process look like after the day is over?
Don't fall asleep at the wheel.
Okay.
Make it home, drop the gear off, and then I let it be because I'm not really involved.
Your work is done.
My work's done until we get the gallery back. And then I try and split up the videos, go back through it, and create stuff for social media.
Okay.
So then I kind of get back into it and produce some stuff to post.
I love that. So you're relationship centric with the bride and groom all the way up through the process of their wedding day and beyond, and then really jump right back in with a lot of content for them and kind of the post-production side of the relationship, because it doesn't end when they pull away from the venue that night.
Right.
In a lot of sense, it only really begins for us. Now we've captured everything.
Yeah. Hand it off to you guys. I'm out.
Where the magic happens.
Exactly. It's the hard work.
All right. So what's your go-to lens? Like, you have one lens to shoot with?
The 70 to 200.
Ah,
that's mine.
It.
That's mine. I love that. I'm like, the first shooter's always on the other one, and I'm like, I don't really.
The other one is in like the 24 to 70 or 15 to 35.
I'm like, I don't. I like the detail shots because that's like magical.
Yep.
Details
make it.
I love the details, the zoomed in, and to me, that's what's most important to the bride. Like,
there you go. The
super zoomed in close of her dress and her earrings, and that's where you capture all the bright smiles. So I love that.
Shallow depth of field.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where I live.
Other than the fact that it's bulkier and a little bigger. That's why you're really worn out trying to
stick it on the monopod.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm good to go.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Do you, having been in the industry now, the wedding film industry, the wedding industry, like, do you see any trends developing or like a direction maybe wedding films are going in the next, say, 5 to 10 years? Have you and Skip seen anything that looks to be trending or moving in a certain direction?
I think I will say finally in my head, I think the more natural look and like true to color for at least videography is coming back around, I would say. A lot of brides, I think, are asking and hoping and looking for more true to color, not the warm edits as much anymore, which I really like, and just not staged things, which
Like
is
a true documentary approach.
which I really like.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. It's what we do so well. So it fits perfect for us, but it's just, yeah, I think that's finally kind of coming full circle, which is really nice. And also just the edits aren't looking so warm or so dark, also not crazily bright, and just capturing what the day looked like that day and delivering what it looked like.
So is that more something that happens on the camera side real time, like you're prepping the camera to shoot that way, or is that just as much something that's still done in post, just accurate color, sweetening?
I think a little of both.
Yeah.
A little of both, but probably more on the post side.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah.
not as much me.
Well, I love that. I didn't know that specifically about the approach that you have, but I'm a fan also of just a pure documentary style. Like I never want to, put words in anybody's mouth if we're shooting an interview, or, manipulate a situation with a bride and groom at their first look, or, anything like that. Like make it natural, make it real, make it theirs, and just capture what happens. And we can do it so beautifully now with the equipment and the techniques that we have and the experience you have, the eye that you have for it. It's not all about the gear. I'm making it sound like it's all about equipment, but
Makes it easier.
It does. It certainly makes it easier. But to have an eye for things and know where to be and when.
Yeah.
The other challenge is if you're not staging things, you have to make sure you're in the right place at the right time, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have to be like, hey, can we run that back
Yeah.
one more time?
Yeah.
So that becomes a fun challenge to get in there. All right. So you're early on in your photo video career. If someone is looking to get into what you do now, what words of advice would you have to give them?
I would say just to try it and put yourself out there. You might as well. I would say look for other places like 148. I know you guys a while ago were looking for an intern, not necessarily if you guys still are, but other places like this that are looking for interns that will kind of take you under their wing, other photographers that have the mentorships available just to learn, because it's really valuable to learn. I've learned so much from Skip, and being able to be in like a creative space like this is so valuable. And so I would say just to do it, make your social media page, post all that you can, and just learn from other creatives.
I love it. That's great advice.
Yeah.
I love it. We're all about community here, and I think everybody wins when you build community and you build relationships, especially with fellow creatives.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything we've not talked about that you want to bring up?
No.
We've talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think so. It's great.
All right. So if people want to connect with you on social media, where can they find you? Where are you most active?
MGT Photog.
MGT Photog.
Yep. No.
Instagram, TikTok?
Yeah, Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram and I think Facebook. Mostly just Instagram. I don't know Facebook that well.
Just set Instagram to dump over to Facebook too. Just
I think that's what it
out of
does.
mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming out today and recording. This is exciting. We've not had a chance to talk very much, at least not compared to the guys I sit in the office with every day. So this was as much as a learning experience for me as everybody else, engaging with this for the first time. So I appreciate it. Driving all the way from Knoxville.
Yes, Knox Vegas.
So next time we sit down on mics, more than likely you'll be a little closer to Chattanooga.
Yes.
So
I love it.
We'll plan for another time. Thanks, McKinley, for joining us.
Of course.
Loved having you here.
Thank you.